When we were in school, we took what our teachers said at face value. However, our education system didn't quite tell us the whole story when it comes to academics. Christian Founding Fathers. For many years, people have believed that the founding fathers of the United States were all Christian and that the country was founded on Christian values. That is simply not the case, especially since Ben Franklin and Thomas Jefferson were considered deists, meaning they didn't follow the Bible but knew there was a creator since the world was so well done. Alexander Hamilton became a Christian after his son was killed, which happened long after 1776, and George Washington likely believed that nature was God. And finally, John Adams was a Unitarian, meaning that Jesus was a good person but not God's son. Thomas Edison. For years, we have thought that Thomas Edison was a mastermind who invented the light bulb and harnessed the power of electricity to bring light into our lives. But to be honest, Edison actually bought the patent for the incandescent light bulb from another inventor named Heinrich Goebel. Plus, there are about 22 other inventors who were toying with the light bulb invention and working on perfecting it. The tongue. For whatever reason, scientists and teachers thought that there were different parts of our tongue that detected different tastes, like sweet, sour, bitter, etc. In reality, our tongue equally detects these different tastes regardless of what they are. The one exception is that we have a protein that detects whether we are eating something sour. Coal and diamonds. For years, science class taught us that diamonds were made from coal that had gone through an immense amount of pressure. But truth be told, diamonds are actually made from vertical shafts full of rocks that are formed by volcanoes. Not to mention that coal is found on the Earth's surface and diamonds are found in the Earth's mantle, and then brought to the surface by volcanic eruptions, which means that the relationship between diamonds and coal doesn't really make any sense. Blue blood. For years, school and old school science told us that our blood was actually blue and it turned red once it was exposed to oxygen. The defense behind this theory was the fact that our veins appear to be green and blue underneath our skin. But this mistake was made due to the trick of the eye and how the eye perceives light. The layers of skin plus refracted light created a blue color for our veins, but we were still bleeding red. The human brain. Schools in Hollywood have had us convinced for some time that we only use about 10% of our brains. It was believed that the only one who channeled the majority of their brain was Albert Einstein, and that this was why he was such a genius. But truth be told, neurologist Barry Gordon has revealed that we actually use all parts of our brain, and that most of our brain is active all the time. Sir Isaac Newton. While it is true that Isaac Newton came up with his theory about gravity while watching apples fall, it is unlikely that the fruit ever actually fell on his head. It actually took over 20 years for Newton to come up with his theory of universal gravitation, and he also had help from others. In other words, there was a lot more behind this revolutionary theory besides having an aha moment after an apple fell on his head. Gravity. There is still gravity in outer space, it's just in a weaker form. Gravity is actually responsible for keeping our moon in orbit, and those planets and objects that are defying gravity are actually just in a state of freefall. To learn more interesting facts about gravity and the cosmos, check out Neil deGrasse Tyson's Space Chronicles audiobook, available at audible.com. And if you're totally sick of all the lies you were taught in school, you can better educate yourself with a selection of over 180,000 audiobooks from different categories at audible.com. Audiobooks are great for when you're on the go. Just add it to your handheld device and have a listen. Go to audible.com/TheRichest and get a free 30-day subscription. The link is in the description. Well, hopefully that cleared up some things for you. While you're here, here's a couple other videos we think you might dig, and please don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks!